Hey Cowboys Nation! Today we're diving deep into the latest roster updates and off-season moves surrounding America's team. While headlines often focus on star signings or massive trades, there's a quieter, strategic side of the off-season that often goes unnoticed: futures contracts, practice squad shuffles, and subtle roster adjustments that shape the team's depth and competitiveness heading into the new season. These moves may not make the front page, but they are critical in setting the foundation for training camp and beyond. And they give us a clear picture of how the Cowboys are preparing for what lies ahead. One key element of this process is understanding futures contracts. These agreements are usually signed by players who were on the practice squad during the previous season or free agents looking to earn a spot. Unlike players on active rosters, these athletes aren't eligible for postseason play, but they have the chance to compete during training camp and preseason games. Financially, these deals have minimal impact on the team's salary cap, typically based on veteran minimums. This approach allows the Cowboys to explore potential contributors without overcommitting, while giving players an opportunity to prove themselves and make a case for a permanent roster spot. Essentially, futures contracts are a way to balance development, competition, and roster planning for the upcoming season. In the running back room, there's a mix of continuity and competition taking shape. Israel Banacanda, affectionately known as Izzy, has returned on a futures deal. He was added to the practice squad late last season when Malik Davis was promoted to the active roster. Izzy's career numbers may not be eye-popping, having appeared in just 6 games, but his explosiveness and familiarity with the team's system make him a valuable depth option. Alongside Malik Davis and Javonte Williams, Izzy strengthens the backfield by adding versatility and pushing the starters to perform at their best, whether he earns a practice squad spot or breaks into the 53-man roster. His presence ensures that the Cowboys have options at a position where depth is crucial. For sustained success, the wide receiver room is seeing similar strategic moves. Tayon Holden is back under a futures deal after spending last season on the periphery of the active roster. His return shows that the coaching staff still sees untapped potential and is willing to give him another shot to compete. Paris Campbell also rejoined the team under a futures contract, while he only appeared in a single game as a special teamer last year. His repeated signings indicate that the organization values his abilities and wants to see how he can contribute in training camp and preseason action. Meanwhile, with more prominent receivers like Jalen Tolbert and George Pickens entering free agency, the Cowboys are focused on rounding out the position with players capable of stepping up and providing depth, while potentially delivering surprises in game situations. Offensive line depth is also being carefully managed. Nick Lever, primarily a center but capable of covering multiple positions, has returned to provide flexibility during training camp. Players like Marcellus Johnson continue to offer depth as well, bringing experience from previous practice squad stints and limited preseason appearances. Maintaining competition along the offensive line is essential for the Cowboys, especially with questions surrounding free agency departures and key positions like right tackle. Ensuring depth in this unit allows the team to experiment, address injuries, and ultimately preserve the quality of play on game day. Defensively, the Cowboys are working to blend stability with potential. Aditi Ole, who came through the International Player Pathway program, is reportedly returning. Though official confirmation is pending, the defensive tackle rotation remains strong with Quinnen, Osa, Clark, Solomon Thomas, and Perrion Winfrey under contract. The focus here is less about making sweeping changes and more about evaluating talent while maintaining a reliable foundation. Beyond the interior line, attention shifts to finding impactful players who can step in immediately, particularly in areas where free agents have departed or depth is limited. The cornerback and edge positions have also been under evaluation. Isaiah Land has returned after previous stints with the team in brief action elsewhere, adding depth to the defensive edge group alongside Ezra and James Houston. Meanwhile, Zion Childress and Reddy Stewart offer versatility in nickel and dime packages. These players may not be household names, but their ability to contribute in multiple roles is critical for maintaining balance in the roster. By keeping such versatile athletes under contract, the Cowboys create a competitive environment that encourages both veterans and younger prospects to perform at a high level, while providing the coaching staff with options for situational matchups. Safety and linebacker depth continues to be a priority, with core players like Donovan Wilson and Juan Thomas providing continuity. The Cowboys are still actively exploring talent to make immediate contributions at key positions. The strategy balances re-signing familiar players who offer reliability with bringing in new prospects capable of impacting the field. This ensures that the offseason is not just about filling spots, but fostering competition, preparing for injuries, and giving the coaching staff tactical flexibility. Every signing, every futures deal, and every practice squad addition is a piece of the puzzle aimed at keeping the team ready for the rigors of the season. Returning players like Izzy, Holden, and Campbell illustrate the team's commitment to development and depth by providing these athletes with another opportunity. The Cowboys are creating an environment where competition is encouraged and roster decisions are based on performance. This blend of experienced veterans and emerging talent shows a deliberate approach, managing resources effectively while still improving the roster strategically. The constant evaluation of free agents and practice squad players highlights the fluid nature of NFL rosters, where departures and arrivals can happen quickly, but careful planning ensures that the team remains competitive. Defensive backs like Childress and Stewart highlight the Cowboys' emphasis on versatility and cost-effective talent. Both players are under exclusive rights contracts, allowing the team to retain them affordably while continuing their development. This fosters a competitive atmosphere in the secondary, where even players lower on the depth chart are challenged to improve. The coaching staff benefits from flexibility, being able to test different packages and rotations during practice and preseason games. Depth in the defensive backfield is vital, especially given the inevitability of injuries and matchup-driven strategies, ensuring the team is ready to adjust without sacrificing performance. The linebacker course has been carefully managed, blending stability with exploration of new talent. Ezra and James Houston provide foundational experience, while the Cowboys continue to assess potential additions. Linebackers impact every aspect of the defensive scheme, from stopping the run to covering tight ends and receivers. Returning players and new acquisitions alike compete not only for playing time, but also to make an impact on special teams, a critical but often overlooked area of roster construction. This combination ensures that every defensive unit is prepared and capable of contributing to the team's overall performance. Meanwhile, the running back room maintains a balance of proven ability and potential breakout talent. Malik Davis and Javonte Williams anchor the unit, with Israel Abanikanda adding explosiveness and speed. This setup allows the Cowboys to manage workloads efficiently, foster competition, and evaluate players under real game conditions during preseason. The wide receiver group similarly benefits from futures contracts for Holden and Campbell, giving the coaching staff multiple options to test combinations and formations. Evaluating talent in live settings is crucial for identifying contributors who will make the most impact once the season begins. Practice squad players play a central role in the Cowboys' offseason strategy. While not immediately eligible for postseason play, these athletes serve as developmental tools and insurance policies. They participate fully in team activities, from practice sessions to preseason matchups, giving coaches the opportunity to assess their potential and readiness. Keeping players like Nick Lever and Marcellus Johnson involved ensures roster flexibility, while cultivating a pool of talent capable of stepping up in case of injury or underperformance on the active roster. Futures deals reflect a forward-looking approach, focused not only on immediate results, but also on sustainable depth and competitiveness for seasons to come. As the Cowboys continue to shape their roster, attention to the offensive line remains a top priority. With Nick Lever and Marcellus Johnson providing depth, the team can focus on experimenting with different alignments during training camp. The offensive line is the backbone of any successful offense, and ensuring flexibility across positions allows the coaching staff to protect key players while testing new combinations. With free agency and potential retirements looming, maintaining a competitive environment along the line ensures that each player knows their role and that the team is ready for any scenario that may arise during the season. Depth here isn't just about numbers, it's about readiness, versatility, and building cohesion among players who may be asked to step into multiple roles. The running back group continues to draw attention due to its blend of youth and experience. Malik Davis and Javonte Williams serve as the foundation, but the addition of Israel Abanikanda keeps competition high and adds a dynamic element to the backfield. Banikanda's speed and agility give the Cowboys options for situational plays, whether in passing packages or specialized running sets. Developing this depth allows the coaching staff to manage workloads, reduce injury risk to key players, and push every back to maximize their potential during camp. It's a delicate balance, but one that ensures the team enters the season with multiple capable contributors, rather than relying heavily on a single player. In the wide receiver room, futures contracts are shaping the depth chart and fostering internal competition. Tayon Holden and Paris Campbell represent players who may not have made a major impact last season, but their presence in camp allows coaches to evaluate potential contributors in real time. These players bring energy and motivation, pushing both veterans and newcomers to perform at their highest level, with starters like Jalen Tolbert and George Pickens exploring free agency. The Cowboys' strategy is to create a room where competition dictates opportunity. This ensures that every snap in preseason counts and that by the start of the regular season, coaches have a clear understanding of which players can contribute consistently on game day. Defensive line management has been a point of emphasis, with the Cowboys maintaining a stable rotation while exploring depth options. Players like Quinnen, Osa, Clark, Solomon Thomas, and Perrion Winfrey form a core that provides reliability on the interior. This stability allows the team to focus on specialized defensive packages and situational matchups without worrying about significant vulnerabilities. Additional depth players, such as Jatoa and Adidio Ole, provide flexibility for rotation, ensuring the team can adapt to injuries or tactical adjustments during games. The Cowboys' approach is methodical, balancing talent retention with the ongoing evaluation of emerging prospects, creating a defensive line that can handle the demands of a full NFL season. Cornerback depth continues to be a point of focus. Isaiah Land, after previous stints with the team, returns to add experience to the edge group. Alongside Ezra and James Houston, Land contributes to a competitive environment that strengthens the Cowboys' defensive packages. Zion Childress and Reddy Stewart are also valuable pieces, particularly in nickel and dime scenarios where versatility is key. These players, often overlooked in headlines, are critical for maintaining balance and flexibility within the secondary. Their ability to cover multiple roles and adapt to different defensive schemes ensures that the Cowboys can handle a wide variety of opponents while keeping the defensive rotation fresh and effective. Linebacker depth is similarly important, as this unit serves as the foundation for both run support and pass coverage. Ezra and James Houston provide stability, but the team continues to explore additional options to fill gaps and maintain competition. By blending returning players with new acquisitions or practice squad additions, the Cowboys create a scenario where every linebacker must earn their position through performance. This not only pushes the veterans to maintain high standards, but also allows younger players to develop under real-world conditions, ensuring readiness once the regular season begins. Special teams contributions also factor heavily into these evaluations, with many linebackers earning their keep through versatility and reliability in multiple phases of the game. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. In what could be one of the most shocking turns in recent NFL history, whispers are spreading across the league that the Dallas Cowboys may have just punched their ticket to the playoffs, under circumstances few could have predicted. Sources close to the NFL have reportedly acknowledged a serious error in officiating that may have directly impacted the outcome of a crucial game, opening the door for Dallas to advance. While the league has remained tight-lipped about specifics, insiders suggest that this acknowledgement could reshape the playoff landscape entirely. Fans and analysts alike are scrambling to make sense of the news. The Cowboys, a franchise with a storied past but recent playoff struggles, suddenly find themselves at the center of what could be a historic narrative. Speculation is rife over which game triggered the league's admission, and some believe it may involve a controversial call in the closing moments of a pivotal matchup that, until now, seemed to seal Dallas' fate outside the postseason. The acknowledgement from the NFL has not only reignited debate over officiating standards, but also fueled wild theories about potential ripple effects in the bracket. Within fan circles, reactions range from euphoric celebrations to cautious skepticism. Social media platforms have exploded with discussions, memes, and heated debates about fairness, accountability, and the integrity of the league's decision-making process. Former players and commentators have weighed in, some praising the NFL for admitting its mistake, while others argue that no post-game correction can ever fully erase the impact of an incorrect call. Made in real time. Meanwhile, Cowboys locker room insiders are reportedly buzzing with cautious optimism, aware that while the official acknowledgement is a monumental development, the team will still face immense pressure to prove themselves on the field. This sudden twist has also reignited the age-old discussion about replay reviews, instant corrections, and whether the league should implement more robust mechanisms to prevent similar controversies in the future. Analysts are speculating that other teams may quietly lobby for similar reviews, potentially opening the door to further changes in playoff seeding. Whatever the long-term consequences, one thing is certain: Dallas Cowboys fans now have reason to hope, and the NFL landscape may never look quite the same, rumor or reality. The very possibility of a Cowboys playoff berth thanks to a league acknowledgement is sending shockwaves through the football world. That's a wrap from Cowboys Wire News. For breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.